You want to hear something crazy? It's crazy how we sit here and we hear the government now coming out talking about UFOs, UAPs, that they're everywhere. They've known about it all of the time, and they've been working with them all the time. And I can't help but think about an individual that I was incarcerated with by the name of Bob Barker. And we're not talking about the Price is Right Bob Barker. We're talking about a Bob Barker that nobody knew. Nobody had no idea what happened to him. And he's been incarcerated, was incarcerated for, at that time, 40 some odd years. And this was in the beginning of the 2000s. And everybody thought Bob Barker was crazy. He was just this crazy old man that would walk around on the compound talking about how he flew aliens, and he was a U.S. Air Force pilot, and he was one of the original pilots who was flying the bodies that they found out at Roswell around, and he actually had flown them from this undisclosed location to a place in Ohio. And he's told me the stories about it, but more importantly, he had showed me court documents where he was being tried in court for treason, and he was given life in federal prison. And his story, his claim, was that it was simply because he had knowledge of these bodies that he was flying, and he looked in the cargo when he wasn't supposed to look in the cargo. And so that was when hell came down on him, and they put him in prison for the remainder of his life, and he ended up dying at Miami FCI. So it just goes to show you the extent of how the government really cares about you when it comes to their own agendas, their own motives, their own secret plans that they do to the cost of American citizens. No matter even if you've sacrificed your life for this government or not, they don't care. We're all expendable to their secret plans and their war machines and all of these things. So, you know, when you hear stories of this and other stories, so many other ones, plus what I've gone through in my own federal trial, taking the federal government to trial, it's just very hard to believe anything that any of them say. You know, it's just, where do we stand as American people, and where do we stand as a country when we have no power and it's all in this corrupt government?